Okay, we are starting it. Now you can see it clearly. This is the grid, 3 by 3. It works like a reverse minesweeper, and that's why we have to find the mouse and the extra thingy, not the digits. We will try our best to click as little as possible and to find everything we can over here instead of finding digits. How do I do this? I prefer the beginning with 3 by 3 grid to start on an edge. That way I'll have more information about the circles around it, up, right, and diagonal, for example, instead of clicking somewhere where I would know the same information as I know right now. For example, if I click in the middle, if it's not something I'm searching for, it's going to show me that around it there are 4 things. For example, it is a mole, but it can show me 4, knowing that with this digit I will know that around it there are 4 things. Anyway, I prefer to start on an edge. It's luck that I have found something. Let's try here. Okay, I get 2. That means next to it there is one mole or a digit. Now the beauty of such situations is that it's 50-50. It can be to the right or to the top of the two. However, by clicking somewhere, let's say I'm clicking over here, it's going to show me if it's a digit, it's going to show me what's on the circles around this two as well, meaning that this two covers 2 things I need to find in this 2 by 2 total 4, and this two shows me that I have to find one more. It is 3 by 2, a total of 6. This means this over here circle is overlapping by both twos. Therefore, I'll have completed the requirement for this two, and the needed moles are found already for it, and those two are empty. Now I need to find the last one. It's over here on the first possible or the second one. It's 50-50 again, it's pretty much a guessing game right now. I prefer to avoid the edges. Most often than not, there is no mole in them, as you're going to see in the continuous playthrough. Now we have to find 4 moles and money again. The money is free for grabs, but again, it's not necessary for you to find it. However, you cannot know about it at all. If it's somewhere or if it isn't. Again, I start on an edge like the previous time. I am clicking right here again on the edge because I prefer to find more information about the ones that are next to it. Like this. I didn't find more, but I found money. Okay. I go over there. Nice. I find out that the middle is indeed a mole. Now this tree. I the mole is either over here or the first one, the first circle. I prefer to unlock those that are around it a bit on the diagonals because they offer more review on the information. I know that this circle right here is nothing. There is just a digit 2, and the last 2 moles are somewhere over here. It's basically mostly a luck game right now. Yeah, a luck. Now, as you can see, the grid is no longer 3 by 3, it's 4 by 4. In those situations, because I know that in those 16 possible options I have to find 5 things, I prefer to click somewhere that reveals as much information as possible for me. That means in the middle. Those 4, like you can see it as 2 by 2, possess information for the 8 circles around it. Wherever I click is good information, good review. Okay, this is perfect. 1 means that at the edge, the last over here row and the column 4 and row 4 include a grand total of 4 things that I need to find. Okay, next thing is I prefer to click on the diagonals to reveal more information. Okay, this reveals 2. What does this mean for me? This means the following. There are a grand total of 4 on the last row and column. We've already talked about it, but we have a 2 over here. This means that the 2 that I have to find are over here on the edges, on the opposite edges, and also that those 2 are empty. Why are they empty? Because I have to find 2 more right over here. We've concluded about this from this one, but there cannot be a mole right over here in this one or this one, because otherwise the math won't add up. Alright, we continue with the search then. As I said, like previously, diagonals. Okay, this one means that over here there is nothing, and I will go with the other diagonal. Okay, last one is 50-50, over here or over here. I prefer the wrong one apparently. And now I have to find experience. I can skip it. Okay, now we have to find 6 things. I'm going to use the same tactic like the previous time. And now we have a different situation. We have 4 around this 4, and we have 2 on the edges. I again go for the diagonals. I reveal that there is a mole. Now, because I need to reveal more space, I want to click on the right of the 4 or the bottom one. Okay, this is interesting because it tells us the following. There are 4 things, but also over here, over those 3, can be something as well. This is to an extent a guessing game, but at the same time it's not really, because we can go for some averages. It's more likely for over here, like this square 3 by 3, to have how do I say it? The proportion is 4, 5, 6 to 3, and this over here is 3. It's more likely for this one, those 3, to have 1 mole, and those 2 to include 2 other moles, for the last one to be right over here. This is why I prefer to go on diagonal and see if there is something right at the bottom, and I don't find anything because it's a mole. I'm gonna check the upper one so I can see those 2 if there is something. Okay, there is indeed something. I believe it's not a mole, so this one of those 2 is most definitely a mole. I'm gonna go to the left. As you can see, I found it. I'm gonna go to the right of the 4 because that would give me some information about the bottom circle as well. Okay, I found donuts. Great. Now I have information that on the left side there is at least 1 mole. That's why I'm gonna go to the diagonal to reveal if there is something hidden on the bottom. Okay, this means 2 things. 1, there could be something over here and then the mole is up there. Or 2, it could be that the mole is over here and the last one is to the right. I tend to believe that it's actually 50-50. It's 2 to 4 where the moles can be. So at this time I'm gonna go for luck and click on the left of the 4. Again, I'm avoiding the ones that are exactly at the beginning of the on the edges, the exact edges. So I click over here and I find it. Now it's 50-50. It's over here or over here. I click over here because this is an edge and I prefer to avoid it. Alright, now we have 5x5 grid. The strategy for this one is kind of similar to the last one, but with some nuances. Alright, the first click we have 4, that means around here we have to find 4, and all of this other space we have to find a grand total of 3. That's still not enough information for me, so I'm gonna check other places as well. This, okay, I found one. There is 0, as you can see, you can find 0 too. Last one, 0. Alright, perfect. This is interesting because it basically makes the grid not 5 by 5, but 5 if we go to look rows, and 3 if we're gonna look at the columns. Alright, so in those 5 over here, there are 2 things that we need to find. So I'm gonna go with diagonals. Okay, there are information over here, but I'm not entirely sure how to view it. So I know that over here there are 2 more, and that's why I prefer to click on the right, since in a way I know what I need to find and that this has 1 more. But it's more nuanced than that. I need to click this one upper. I prefer to click the up one because that's gonna reveal me if there is anything on this top 3. That's a bit more important. Okay, so this one is basically free. There is nothing over here. There is nothing over here to this one. So in those 5, there are 3 more. I'm gonna go diagonal. Not because I knew that there is something, but rather because I feel like it's more likely to reveal me information that I need. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the other, not this, actually at this diagonal. Okay, one more. It's basically 50-50, and it's not 50-50, it's over here or somewhere else. I'm gonna go next to it, and I actually managed to find it. It's pure luck right here, it's just luck. Now, because I'm on such row, I'm gonna go and think it could be maybe next to it. No, it's not next to it. But it's right, the last one. Why? Because this one, as we concluded, is free because of the 2. It has met its requirements, so this one is it. It's similar tactic to the previous one, but this time I'm going for all of the uh, circles to figure out what there is in them. Now, because I found one mole over here, I'm gonna click on this one instead. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means those 2, there are 7 total. Okay, because I know how many there are over here, it's pretty much safe to click on this one. And it's 3, which means those 2 are empty. We figured out that those are 2. There are 2 over here, and that's a pretty safe bet. Now, diagonals. I actually love clicking diagonals, and this one is a big one because there is nothing in those 5 that I find out. I'm gonna click on the other diagonal right down there because it reveals some information about what's next to the things. Okay, there are 2, there is 1, and it's more likely for something to be over here to the left instead of this one, which means I'm going to the edge right here. Ooh, it's not? Okay. This doesn't necessarily complicate the things, but instead makes it simple as well. Okay, so the last 2, uh, I follow the strategy of clicking where I'm gonna review the most, so I'm gonna, this is perfect. It reveals that those 2 are the moles because as you can see right here, those are nothing. There is nothing in those two because of the three. The requirements are met and it's done. It's 5 by 5 again, using similar strategy, but if the first one hits a mole, I'm going to the next one in the middle to reveal the mole spaces. We have found 4, we have found 5, I guess it's over here, 6, 7, okay, we have, yeah, that's what we need actually. That's gonna be, those are 3. Alright, I'm going with an edge again. I'll go with another edge to find the things. This, okay, there is 1. I'm up for this because it's gonna reveal more in terms of the edge 1 because this one is pretty much revealed. Okay, there is the last one somewhere over here. So this is a mole. And there's the experience. Okay, now it's log based. I'm gonna click there. Okay, it was an edge again. It's similar. This level is similar to the previous one. I'm just using the same tactic. We have 4, 5. We have to find 2 more. We have to find 1 more, but I guess I'm gonna find it in a different way. Okay, 3. That means there are 2. I'm gonna focus on this one down because I think it's more likely for something to be around it. Okay, 1. Then maybe the upper one instead. Okay, 3. So there is 1 more over here, but there are 2 in this side, which means the following. Most likely here is going to be 1 because it's touching. On this side there is just 1 more, which means that this is probably something. Yes, 3. That's fully done. Now this 3 has to be something over here. I'm gonna go with this one because it's gonna oversee more things. 1 most likely over here because the law of averages. It's not. Okay, interesting. That's actually very interesting and very good for me. I can find this mole right here. So 1 is over here and okay, it's 50-50 here or here. I'm gonna go with the wrong one apparently. Now it's 1 more. I have to find the last one, which can be in those 4 places, actually those 5 places. So I'm gonna go to the left to review this one if there is something. Nope, that means it's 50-50 and I get it wrong. Great. Okay, now how many can it be? It can be 3 basically, so it's wherever I click. Okay, grid 6 by 6, and I'm gonna use the same strategies I've done before, but this time applied to 6 by 6. I'm clicking in the middle to uncover as many places as possible, like so. So we have found 4, 5 basically with this one, and we have to find in total 9. That means there, over here in those 8, there are 3 more. I'm gonna search for them, 2 more. Okay, I'm still gonna search. Okay, there is 1 more somewhere. I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, lovely. I found them all. So there is 1 over here and 1 over there. Great. Now we have the 3 over here, and as per usual, I'll go with diagonals. 2. Okay, that's a pretty good number in my opinion. Okay, lovely. This is empty, and this one, there is the one over here, so I don't have to search many down below. This one is mole, and now it's 50-50. Okay, I failed the 50-50. 2 more around this tree. It's basically 66% that I do not guess it correctly, and I did not guess it correctly. Lovely. It's the similar 6 by 6 grid as the previous one. I'm using the same strategy and I find 5. That means the 4 others, I mean 3, are over here. Okay, I'm gonna do something more interesting, and I'm gonna click this button. Why did I do it? Because I know that there are more around it anyway. Okay, that gives us 4. There are 3, and I would assume that because it's basically 8 versus 8 versus 8, that there would be on average 1, 1, and 1. So I'm gonna guess. Okay, 3. That is very, very interesting. I'm gonna attempt the upper one. Wow, it's not the case. Okay, okay. But sadly, this one is mostly a guessing game where it could be and where it could be, it could not be. Because I didn't find anything. I would assume they're over there. And there is just one over here on this side. That makes more sense in my opinion. I'm gonna attempt that. Okay. So the last one is over here, apparently. I would assume this edge. No, okay. There are 3 left over here. I would assume that one of them is right over here. Yeah. 2 left. One of them is over here. I mean, one should be over here actually. No, how not? Boy, that's super unlucky. What did I do wrong? Hold on. Let's see. Maybe I'm tired. One's over here left. So it's gonna be 5. This one's gonna be 2. So it's gonna be 6 plus 1. And 1 more. Yes, I am very, very wrong. So it should be over here. No, it's not. Boy, this one is basically for the guitar. I did it very, very, very badly. Whatever. The last one is around this tree. I'm gonna check an edge. Nothing over here, nothing on this one because of the 4. Can be over here or over here. I'm gonna attempt the wrong one and it's there. Using the same strategy, 6, which means there are 2. Okay, and this one is a 2. Alright. I don't enjoy this tree. I'm gonna include this one as very much unlikely, and I don't know now. It's a question what I want to reveal. Gonna check here. 0. Alright. Means in those there are things. I'm gonna. Okay, 4. That does reveal something. That does reveal that those 2 are things. And there are 2 around it. I would assume this is a thing. And now it's 50-50. This one? Okay. Wow, I managed to get a 50-50 correct. Now, unlikely. Wow. Is it it? No, it's not. Okay, so there is nothing over here. Nothing over here in this one. Because of the 2. So I guess it could be this one most likely. Alright. Found it, and the last one is over here or here. I'm gonna attempt the wrong one. Okay. Now to find 2 around this one. Okay. So 2. One I would assume is over here somewhere. Found it. Look. And the last one is, I mean, here's the last one that we don't know of. I'm gonna attempt somewhere. Okay, 2. Means those 2 are the things. Okay, good. Start number 12. 3, 2, we need to find 9 total. Okay, now this is interesting. Very interesting. Like, in this particular case, I've managed to find 3 extra and I need 1 more somewhere. And I'm gonna skip this one for the time being. I'm gonna search. Wow. Okay. Uh, I'm unsure about this one, so I'm gonna play here instead. 0. Okay, so this one is free over here. Money has been found. This one, 1. Okay, I would assume maybe over here somewhere because. Alright, yeah. So that's it right here. We found it. I'm gonna go here. What's okay? The last one. It cannot be on this row. It cannot be over here. It's just 50-50. Here or here. I'm gonna try here too. Okay. So it cannot be next to it. And this is backyard 13. Now the grid is 7 by 7. The strategy doesn't really change, and I can even say it's like the 4 by 4 grid, where I want to. Okay, this is not a very good example. I want to figure out, really? I want to figure out as much space as possible before attempting to find out where the moles are at. And in this current example, I'm not doing a very good job because I'm actually finding the moles. Okay, what do I have right now as information? There are 2 over here. There is 1 over here that leaves us to 7, and I have to find 2 more somewhere. The place where the 2 moles can be are the upper row entirely, 4 over here, and the 3 right here. Like, the idea is to make it so that the edge is entirely not shown, but that only works and is effective if the moles are not in the central places, the central circles, let's say. Now we have to guess. Okay, this is actually lovely. The moles are most likely over here, and one of them is right in this place. Great. That means I have to find 1 more somewhere. It is either here or just in the whole place, right there somewhere. I am picking the top one because it actually reveals more information about this circle as well as this one, and it's empty. Alright, now I am gonna focus on this too. There is barely any good spot to actually click to reveal something I do not know, so it's mostly a guessing game. I can stop right here, however the motivation units are really good to pass on, so in this situation I prefer to go 3 by 3 by 3 and to try my best to be lucky like I am at the moment and find it. Probably over here. Yes, 15. That's the reason why I don't want to skip it like I did with the experience. Time for backyard number 14. I am starting with the strategy I wanted to show you. Okay. Now, you can see I've opened 4 places. I have figured out the placement of 5 moles somehow. And we can see that the middle over here, the middle column and the last row have exactly 4 things that I need to find, so I'm playing around that. There is nothing over here, and again I'm going for let's say placements for clicks that can show more information that's useful to me. And okay, this is very interesting, this 5, because around the tree there are 2 more, but this means that over here there are exactly 2 as well. Okay, found it. I would assume around the 1 there is at least a mole or something over here, because if I go to the already mentioned law of averages, it's most likely to be there. And 1 right, not here? Okay, That saves me some worry. The last one is right over here, and over here is the look. That's beautiful. That's very, very beautiful. This means that the last move is somewhere around here. And now it's a guessing game. I'm gonna click on places that have more higher likelihood of being something. Okay, there it is. You can see 4, 5, and this one is the mole. Continue with backyard number 15. I hope I cannot show you the strategy I was talking about previously, because those are just like two next to one another. So in here I have to improvise 2. Okay, 3. So we have 3, 5, 7, 8. We have to find 10. Okay, so down over here they're like in this column, and over here there are 2 more. This is 3 basically, and I'm gonna start with the 3 now. I need to figure out if there is something over here on this side. It most likely is one, but I need to figure out. Okay, that's probably some. That's nothing? Okay, okay. That's actually pretty interesting, because this 3 touches over here those, which makes me think this is 1. This is most likely 1 as well. Okay, great. And here on this side, this is nothing, but there is something for sure. Tend to believe it's this one. Please tell me I'm wrong. I wanted to be wrong because that would have made my job actually way easier, believe it or not. Okay, so the last one I'm gonna check over here too. Alright, so most likely 1 over here and 1 on this side. I'm guessing here, yes. And I'm guessing right over here to be this. It's not? Okay, then it's this. It's not that one, it's actually this one. Alright. That. Wait, what did I get wrong actually? 3, I've found all of them. Oh yeah, I have this mole right here. I didn't pay attention to it, man. Okay, that was silly waste of shovels. You can clearly see here I've had a longer day. Need to figure out that there. Those are basically found. Now I have to find the last one. Okay. Where can it be? That's number 16. We have similar situation to the previous one apparently. We have found 5, 6, 7. So we have the first column and the last row with 3 things to find. Okay. Now I use the diagonal strategies to figure out what could be where. This is okay. Interesting. I don't exactly have an idea how to approach this in particular. I would assume there is one. Maybe not here. Maybe it's over here. Yep. Now the last one is probably somewhere around here. I'm gonna check this. Okay, not. Wow. Okay. So it is over there. Maybe. Could be here too, but I doubt it. I need to find this one too. Okay. So it's most likely here. Wow. I'm not thinking lately about it. Not too much. Maybe it's because I am given entirely 6 days to work with. Not 6 days, 4 days to work with. instead of the usual 3. Has to be in the middle one because it's more likely actually. Yep. Okay, the last row has the 2, so now it's a guessing game. Cannot be here, 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 here. Gonna tap it over here. This one, I'm gonna assume it's not here or there. Gonna check this one. Okay, good. I was thinking about it earlier. Check this. Okay, found it by luck. Now the last one is here somewhere. It's actually 2 guesses. No, you have to do 3. Okay, it's here. All right. It reveals the last part of the difficulty. It is 8x8 grid, and the strategy I'm using is similar to the previous one, with the exception that now. Alright. I'm trying my best to discover edges, but so far it doesn't seem like I'm doing a very good job with it. Okay, those are 3, 5, 6. I need to find more. So I'm gonna attempt to uncover a bit more stuff. Okay, so we have 5, 6, 7, 2 more. The other 2 can be here somewhere. Yes, this one. Yes. And the last one, let's see. We have 3, 6, 7. Yeah. I would assume here some. Actually, there are a lot of places, not only there. Anyway, I need to find and now start from the 3 because it gives me the most room possible to find things out. You know. Now I can go with this one. Okay. I'm going around it purposefully, trying to find where it could be, but I guess I'm not really doing a very good job with it. I'm not doing a good job at all when it comes to some lucky situations. Good thing is I have enough shovels. Okay, the last one is over here somewhere. Found it there. And I'm gonna start with this edge here. There you go, there. Okay, found it. Left. We are in backyard number 18 now. We have found 3. That's actually lovely. 0. It's 6 already. That means from row 4 to 8, there are like 4 to find. 3 left. Okay. 2 left. 1 left. 0. Alright. I'll start with the edge over here because, I mean, it's gonna be a luck whenever I'll find it or not. Now I'm going up. This over here is very, very intriguing in my opinion because there is a barrier in a really interesting sense. Like, the whole thing is a barrier pretty much, which is a very interesting formation that it has made. Okay, one is definitely over there, one is probably here somewhere. Okay, found it. Found both. Alright. Now to play over here around it. 2, so one is probably over here and one is there. 2, okay. Last one is okay. So let me try here my luck. Almost got it. Almost. 2, so the last one is either here or here. Let's try the wrong one. Okay, then it's here. Number 19. Okay, 2, 2, 0 for so far. 5, 6, 7, 10. Okay, That's what we need, and that's what we're gonna search. All right, so we have one over here. That's the other one. There is the third one somewhere. I would assume here. Okay. The last one maybe here. Yep. Okay. Now I have to find the 5 around this. One's been found here, and the other one is over here. I would assume it's up. Let's try the one next to it. 3. Okay. That's actually, let's see. This one needs to have 3 around it, so it has a couple possibilities. One, for the mole to be over here, and the other one to be on the other diagonal. 2, for the mole to be right over here, to the right of the 2, and the other mole to be down there somewhere. It's 50-50 basically. I'm gonna attempt here. Okay, it's not there, sadly. That means the last one is here somewhere. 50-50 again. And that 50-50 failed. Okay. Okay, 2 more. Is basically okay. That reveals some information. Basically removes this row down there. Okay. Ooh, that was lucky. I'm gonna use the same strategy as the previous time. We have found 2 already. 3. I'm gonna actually 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so here we have them all found. Those 2 are empty. I'm glad that we have found it. 2. Okay, we have found those. I'm gonna click the diagonal because I want to reveal the information about the like those 2, and because it's a 5, I know for a fact that this is thing, and one of those 2 is a mole as well. I'm gonna tap the diagonal one because it reveals more space. Found it. Alright, now I need to find 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 5th one? Whatever. Could be over here and I've miscalculated. It's fine if this is the case. So this one is empty. Gonna check this. Okay. Gonna check another diagonal. I found it. This is the last one somewhere. 0. Okay. 2. Alright, over here. Here? Nope. Alright, so the last one should be over here. I don't know how I miscalculated it, but found it. Hope you enjoyed the search for some moles and for the other stuff.